I think I joined credit stacking almost 2 years ago. So before I joined, I owned 0 homes and I was living in a 1-bed, 1-bath condo in Miami. Like I couldn't go to a 9-to-5 for 2 years and then qualify to get a home. So I took a few 0% cards, total 70, 80K. And then it just gave me the confidence and the momentum that I needed. It really opens the runway up, right? It's like you need time to build the momentum. You can't just take off right away. You got to build the speed, the momentum, and then you finally have liftoff.
All right, what's going on today? We are joined by Dustin Gorowski, a credit stacking member for the last several years. Dustin has done amazing things in the real estate space. Your story is super inspiring. I know you're doing some really big things. So first of all, I want to thank you for your time and love to learn a little bit about your story because I think it's going to really inspire other people. So if you could just talk to me and the listeners about your journey in credit stacking, what your life and business looked like before credit stacking, you got into the program, remind me how much capital you got approved for, how exactly did you deploy that capital, and then what kind of change did it make in your personal and professional life that has potentially helped you get to where you're at today?
Yeah. So I think I joined credit stacking almost 2 years ago. So before I joined, I owned 0 homes and I was living in a 1-bed, 1-bath on the water condo in Miami. And then just from studying finance, real estate, all that, I was like, I need to buy a house. But I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, and I knew I couldn't do it the conventional way. Like I couldn't go to a 9-to-5 for 2 years and then qualify to get a home. So the way I took, real estate, I combined it with credit stacking because I needed liquidity. I've always done well when I bet on myself. I felt good about it. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I hustle basically. 2 years ago, 0 homes. Fast forward to today, I have 10 properties. I used the first property, I actually used my savings. Probably my worst deal, but it was the first domino that opened a lot of doors. Second property was actually this house that I'm in now. It's the type of wholesale deal where the mortgage stays in place, and I liquidated one of the 0% cards taught in credit stacking or introduced through 2 of the cards. I think I needed about 25, 30K. So I pulled the capital from those, tackled this home as a low equity deal. And then it just, gave me the confidence and the momentum that I needed. So then I started wholesaling pretty actively deals like this, where it's the seller, they can't sell unless they write a check. So it turns into a pretty unique type of real estate transaction. So I took a few 0% cards. I want to say I got total 70, 80K. I didn't want to go too wild to buy this house and then to help fund my marketing. So then I used some capital, all 0% to market and find wholesale deals where I turned around and then would sell them for a decent profit, anywhere from 7 to 15K. So then I took that profit to live off of, but also to just aggressively pay down 0% cards. And so now I've mostly actually spent it on marketing. Out of the 10 homes, I've only bought 2 with my own cash, where I've really taken access to that liquidity and just really turned on the marketing engine to help build the brand and then build the proof, like the evidence that I knew what private money partners, lenders would want to see, like building that digital blueprint, that digital business card really is what I used, the 0%. And then it helped me raise capital to buy deals, more properties.
Okay. And so how much in total did you get approved for on 0% cards? I know you mentioned 80K. Did you eventually get more than 80K of 0%?
Yeah. So the way I've done it, I've always operated out of 2 LLCs. Depending on if I could use my income to pay down a card, I've always either paid down a card before the 12 months expired, or balance transfer or liquidate. It's typically a blend of all 3. I'd say total I've gotten approved for anywhere from 250 to 300K.
Nice. In that
like since being in. Yeah.
Okay. That's great. And so you use the credit as the down payment on on the sub 2 deal, the house you're in right now. And then in addition to that, you used the funding to fuel the marketing that helped you get a lot more deals, which then increased your cash flow. So you can then get into additional deals.
Yeah. So I used the cards to turn on my wholesale business and then I had, it takes a little bit to build the pipeline on pretty much any sales gig. And then I also used 0% cards to pay like my VA to help marketing. Some different overhead between just brand building marketing and then wholesale marketing. It helps provide that startup liquidity to get that ball rolling, because any pipeline, I think you have to at least assume 60 to 90 days before you start seeing results from your efforts.
Yeah,
It's
having
like-
that runway is helpful. Okay, so what are you currently working on? Because I know you're doing a bunch of stuff. Can you just spend the next 30 seconds to a minute just bragging about the stuff you're working on, just to show people how you can go from where you were at 2 years ago, doing some deals, and then now ending up in the current position, which you're working on X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, so I'm obsessed with new construction, a couple different types. I do new construction in Texas, where we build 3-story, 10-bed, 10-bath homes that are rent by the room, co-living. We have 3 different projects going on like that in Houston. I do new construction in Florida, where these are entry-level homes, very basic, 3-bed, 2-bath for some home buyers. We buy the land, build, and then sell those. And then I'm also starting to do that in Hawaii, Big Island, Hawaii.
So here's a question. Does getting access to the 0% capital, say someone gets approved for $100,000, 0% for 12 months, can they use that on these new build type projects?
The key because there is the barrier to the loans, or also you do need the experience on how to even pay a contractor. You're not writing a fat check to a contractor and saying, all right, go build please, or they're going to try to get you to do that. But it's really, if you have access to the quality capital and then a good partner that can help manage directly the actual contractors that are going to be building, then the ROI, the spreads, they're very attractive. So it's like, if you could source the capital and partner with someone experienced who you trust, you could do quite well.
Nice. Okay, that's great. So for someone that's maybe debating on joining credit stacking, what would you say to that person? Is this something you would recommend them to do if they're an earlier stage real estate investor?
Yeah, I'd say if they're the type of individual that are like dead serious and like have a very clear objective or plan of what they want to do, like they're not just going to wing it, just kind of hope something happens. But if they're the type of individual that's like, this is what I want, and I'm not stopping until I get it, and I'm willing to sacrifice all sorts of things, then I think it's absolutely perfect for that type of person.
Yeah. And why is it perfect for that person? What does it do for them?
It really opens the runway up, right? It's like you need time to build the momentum. Like, I know you fly. It's like you can't just take off right away. It's like you got to build the speed, the momentum, and then you finally have liftoff. Well, that liquidity, that 0% capital can do that, especially if you really plan it out. Then it's like it can dramatically change your life.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Dustin. Really appreciate you sharing your story today. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.